If you ask any layman of the world which are the two cryptocurrencies which are reigning the world right now, he'll tell you it's Ethereum and Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin will come first because Bitcoin is that big market cap cryptocurrency which is going on right now, and it is the most expensive cryptocurrency as well. But does it make Ethereum any lesser? How is Bitcoin different to Ethereum, or how is Ethereum more stronger to Bitcoin as compared to technology? But Bitcoin overshadows Ethereum when it comes to the market cap and the adoption and the price of the cryptocurrency. All of this in this episode, friends. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and enable the bell icon, because we make sure we upload a new video on this channel every Wednesday and Saturday. So let's start. In 2008, a pseudonymous character named Satoshi Nakamoto started to write a white paper. And by 2009, the white paper was published, and the name of the white paper was Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer cash transaction system. So this is what the white paper of Bitcoin says. So what is Bitcoin? It is a peer-to-peer electronic cash transaction system. And that is all Bitcoin is doing right now. But then why is the price of Bitcoin so high currently? And why is there so much of volatility in it? The price of Bitcoin is so high because it is one of the earliest cryptocurrencies to have been invented, and people have shot up the price of Bitcoin by way of speculation. Demand and supply, the same thing that drives the price of any damn thing in the world. So there was so much of buying pressure in Bitcoin in the initial days, also recently, that the price was shot up, and once the price was shot up, it became more accustomed to speculation. It became more famous to the newbies in the cryptocurrency world, and people wanted to buy and take a hold of Bitcoin in their portfolios, and that is the reason why the price of Bitcoin kept on shooting up. Now, is there real-time value beneath the price of Bitcoin? No, there is not much of a value over there. But then what is value and what is more valuable than Bitcoin? It is Ethereum. Ethereum was set up in the year 2014 onwards, and by 2015, Vitalik Buterin, who is the founder and the inventor of Ethereum, took it live on the blockchain. Right now, how is Ethereum different to Bitcoin? Ethereum is actually a smart contract provider, apart from it being a peer-to-peer cash transaction system. So it enables the peer-to-peer transaction system, but apart from it, it is a very smart contract provider as well. Now, what is smart contract and what is the smart contract provider doing? If you have to buy a piece of land from a dealer today, you have to go to the local government body to take the stamp and seal of that government body, so that the registry between the two parties is done on a stamp paper. Right? But the same thing can be done in the language of Ethereum on a smart contract, which will not involve any stamp, any government body, and no other mediator in between. It will be just the two of you who want to exchange a piece of land for some amount of money, and this contract between the two of you will be registered in a form of a computer algorithmic language, which is called as the smart contract. And this contract will be stored not in the files of the government body or the offices of the government municipal department, but it will be stored in the blocks of a blockchain, and in this case on the blockchain of Ethereum, which is powered by the Solidity network. Well, so what is a blockchain? A blockchain is chain of various blocks which is carrying some piece of information and transactions into it. You can neither hack it, You cannot destroy it, you cannot steal it, you cannot burn it. Nothing can be done because the data of this Ethereum network is not stored anywhere centrally. There is not a centralized storage to it. It is a distributed storage in various networks of computers all around the world. So it is not a centralized storage. It is not like you just burn the office of some document keeper or some statistic keeper and the entire record gets vanished. The same can happen to the centralized digital platforms also, like the UIDAI. The Aadhaar cards that we use, the same thing can be destroyed. It is all in the system which is centralized. So today, if the government wants to destroy all the data of UIDAI, it can be done right now. Though if it is stored in multiple locations, all the multiple locations can be destroyed. But once if anything is stored in the blockchain of a cryptocurrency, you cannot destroy it till the end of time, because it is not a centralized way, it is a decentralized way of doing things. So how is Bitcoin different to Ethereum? This is the prime reason. The utility of Bitcoin is restricted to being a cash transaction system, but the utility of Ethereum is widespread. Ethereum is more like a world smart computer. Apart from the transactions, it will give you decentralized finance applications. More than 50 of the 100 cryptocurrencies that are in existence today are built on the network of Ethereum. Is there any cryptocurrency built on the network of Bitcoin? No, not yet. There are many chain splits of Bitcoin like Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Gold and all of that. But the technology of Bitcoin cannot be used to give birth to any other technology, right? Because it depends on the system of proof of work. We'll come to proof of work versus proof of stake later on. So let's talk about the differences. The first difference is the concept. The concept of Bitcoin is a transaction system, but that of Ethereum is a computing network. The second point is the release date. Bitcoin was released in 2009 and Ethereum was released in 2015. The mining of Bitcoin, the existence of Bitcoin comes by the way of early mining, but that in the case of Ethereum comes through a ICO, that is a initial coin offering. Now there is a limited supply to Bitcoin. Bitcoin can only be minted in the units of 21 million. That means there can only be 21 million Bitcoins ever in this world. But there is no certain limit to the supply of Ethereum. The next point is the average block time. It needs around 10 minutes for Bitcoin to add a new block to the blockchain of Bitcoin. But in the case of Ethereum, it requires just 15 to 20 seconds to add a new block to the blockchain of Ethereum. Bitcoin, and the other major difference over here is that Bitcoin relies on the principle of proof of work, whereas Ethereum promises to shift from proof of work to proof of stake when Ethereum 2.0 is launched in the very near future. Now, what is the difference between POW, that is proof of work, and proof of stake? Proof of work is a mechanism in which you can assume there are 10 people who are trying to work towards solving the same thing. So all the miners in the mining of Bitcoin are trying to solve the same thing, and only one will be able to do it faster than all 9 others. And hence that one guy will be eligible to get the block rewards, and the efforts of all the other 9 people go in vain. Right? But on the other hand, what is POS, proof of stake? In proof of stake, the same work is not given to 10 people, but all these 10 people are given 10 different things, and they have to accomplish these 10 different tasks to make the blockchain effective. In this case, it is on the person to make sure that the task assigned to him is done correctly and without any delay, because any delay or any kind of a mishap if occurred, the penalty has to be borne by that person who is the miner over there in the system of POS. So this is the difference. You save a lot of time by giving 10 different people 10 different works as compared to giving the same work to 10 different people, right? So it becomes more scalable, it becomes more secure, it becomes more sovereign, it becomes more democratic. There is more participation by the miners to consensus voting and any technological changes in the system. All this will be happening in Ethereum when Ethereum 2.0 is launched, whereas Bitcoin will still remain in that POW category. Also, proof of work, that is the mining of Bitcoin, is not good for our environment. The carbon footprints and the energy requirement is so much in the case of POW that it has become a big cause of concern for all the cryptocurrency adoption. Whereas proof of stake solves the problem because there is not much energy requirement in this case. These are the differences between Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin is a speculative cryptocurrency with only a single dimensional approach, whereas Ethereum, as I said, is a world computer, and day by day the adoption of Ethereum is increasing too. There are various DeFi and NFT platforms as well as various dApps that are being built on the network of Ethereum. So Ethereum is solving some problem in today's world, whereas Bitcoin is not solving that big a problem in today's world, because it can be substituted with any other decentralized cryptocurrency if it is only about transferring cash or transferring money from one person to another. So there are various decentralized platforms, but Ethereum is one of its kind. There are competitions for Ethereum as well. It has been given a tough fight by all the Ethereum killers like Cardano, Polkadot, EOS, Polygon and all of these, but it is still a sustainable model and evolving day by day. So Ethereum or Bitcoin, which should be there in your portfolio? It should definitely be Ethereum for the long term. Anyhow, Bitcoin is a bit overvalued currently, hence I think Ethereum is a better choice. That is my personal view. You can refer your financial advisor for more into this. So friends, if this information was valuable, make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, follow, and show your love in whichever way you feel comfortable with. This helps the algorithm of YouTube know that you are liking the videos, which will help all these videos to rank up in the searches. Thank you for giving your valuable time and watching the video till the end, and I'll be seeing you again. Thank you.